Yo guys, what is up? It is Master Darius here, bringing guys here a different sort of video today, and today we're going to be doing a live commentary. As you can see here, I'm actually doing a live commentary. I am currently playing Warzone Firefight here, as you can see. So we're going to skirmish at Darkstar, and this is a live commentary which I'm doing. I'm going to be also talking about some of the Warzone Firefight issues and fixes to address them. I did a video similar to this before in a normal commentary, but this time I'm doing a live commentary talking about an important topic which I've sort of never done before. And usually when I'm in game I like to concentrate a lot so I can actually do good, because usually when I talk it's kind of hard for me to kind of concentrate and play in the game, especially when I play arena. Kind of affects me in a way. I play really well when I'm not talking. That's the way I am, and as you can see there I'm not really concentrating, just doing whatever. But yeah, we're on round 1 here, so we're going to be discussing a few little minor issues the Warzone Firefight find right now. As we play through here we can find some on the way, but first of all we're going to be talking about direct weapons. So, direct weapons. Not many people actually use direct weapons unless you have some super useful one. For example, the Void's Tear is a very useful weapon, especially when you're on the Mantis round on this mission, because the Void's Tear basically chunks up the Mantis together or clusters it together, and it kind of paralyzes it from moving, of course, and while it's paralyzed its shields will be gone and it'll be taking damage as you go, which means the Mantis boss won't be able to regenerate its health, and your tanks and your units can of course all focus fire on it, taking out easily without it actually inflicting damage on your tank. So Void's Tear can be useful in that regard. But when you talk about, for example, other weapons, direct weapons such as the Heartseeker, of course they're powerful on normal units, but they don't have much energy, enough energy inside them to take out, for example, like more than 20 enemies. So a Heartseeker you can probably take out about 10 soldiers or maybe like 5 knights. It doesn't have enough shots in it, in my opinion, and that kind of sucks. So of course people would prefer to use the Heartseeker, something as powerful as a Heartseeker in Warzone, where you can round up more kills and definitely more chances of success of getting these kills. Because in Warzone Firefight, the enemies, they do have aimbots and they can track you across the map and kill you quite easily. So that's kind of a problem in itself. So somehow Free Industries need to address the direct weapon issue, and they did say they're working on some big updates for Warzone Firefight to improve the experience. And I think one of the things they need to do is somehow make changes to direct weapons, the way that kind of works in Warzone Firefight. And so maybe to address the problem getting wrecked quite easily with enemies having aimbots and kind of losing your weapon for no reason. Maybe they should change in Warzone Firefight where your weapon has an infinite time of well, basically it doesn't have any respawn time, so it kind of stays there all the time so you can pick it up whenever. So it does suck losing that answer, for example, in the middle, because a knight has some aimbot incineration cannon shooting at you. And also maybe they need to amp up the damage of some of the direct weapons, because you definitely want to make the most amount of use out of your weapons. And the enemies in Warzone Firefight, the difficulty has been amped for them to address, technically for them to fight against 8 players at once here. And they have a lot of health due to this, so I think we need to somehow increase the firepower of the direct weapons to make them actually more useful. Because thing is, the way people play Warzone Firefight and the way people normally win this mode is just by calling very powerful vehicles such as Scorpion tanks, Wraiths, Phaetons, even Anvil Mantis, those sort of vehicles. They don't really rely on the direct weapons, because if you call an answer and kind of use it against a Mythic Warden, it does fuck all, to be honest, let's be real here. But the tanks, they have infinite amount of shots, they're kind of efficient, they do go down, but they're efficient in the shooting because you have infinite amount of shooting. So you can keep, and plus they do more damage than the answer overall, so you can kind of take out the Mythic Wardens, for example, just with a few Scorpion tanks if you're lucky enough. So regarding the direct weapon issues, they definitely need to up the damage or increase the weapon count, and also make sure that there is no respawn timer in the mode at all. So yeah, moving on to the next issue which I talked about, we have a few vehicle bosses around, especially in Skirmish and Darkstar. You kind of oh shit, I'm getting shot by Banshees, great. And also Banshees are ridiculously overpowered in this mode to just kill you instantly. I don't know why they did that, but it kind of sucks. Look at that Scout Warthog going and he got wrecked by a Remnant Hunter. But anyway, back on topic, where were we? yeah, the vehicle bosses. So if you inflict some damage on the Mantis bosses on this map, I think you got a few Mantis bosses, and even in normal Warzone there are some Mantis bosses. People don't usually go for the Noctis Mantis bosses anymore. I mean, not that much unless you have a lot of people going for them. This is basically, it's because of the annoying, I don't know if it's a glitch, but this needs to be fixed actually. The Mantis vehicles regenerate their health, and it's not just the Mantis vehicles we talk about in Warzone Firefight. We also have Wraiths, for example, I believe, and even the Phaeton bosses having their health regenerate, which kind of makes no sense. The logic behind that is flawed as well. Because the vehicles, they get damaged over time, they lose certain pieces of it, and eventually it's going to blow up. It can't just magically have its health regenerate. It makes no physical sense at all. It's against laws of physics right there. So of course they need to fix the issue of vehicles regenerating their health, because it is really annoying when you have a tank shooting a Mantis on Skirmish or Darkstar or Attack on Sanctum with Mantis bosses and their health regenerates, and it's just really frustrating. So they need to fix that. Next point I'd like to talk about. So we just had there an example of Banshees going around, and as you saw, the Banshee killed me, and a teammate there, the Banshee actually got stuck on the armory here, and the teammate would have actually I think the teammate tried to check if there was going to be a hijack option, but there isn't for some reason in Warzone. And the next point I think is to have hijackable vehicles, and I am not talking about Warzone bosses. I don't think the hijack option should be there for Warzone bosses, because the Warzone bosses are a challenge. Of course, you need to take them out of your firearms or fire vehicles. So yeah, so I think normal vehicles which aren't boss vehicles, they should be hijackable, because they're kind of annoying when you have these Banshees of bloody aimbots, ridiculously powerful now in Warzone, that take you out in a few seconds of gunfire, and when a Banshee crashes into the army like it just did, and you can't hijack it. And look at that elite, he is taking so many hits, that's honestly disgusting. He used a lot of shots with that one elite. So the Banshee, so like for example the Banshees, when they crash, they should be hijackable, because it would be really useful if you have a Banshee and you can use it against normal enemies. It will be really useful and less frustrating, especially in ghost rounds. You have some ghost bosses and normal ghosts accompanying them, especially on the urban map, and yeah, it kind of is frustrating when they have them roaming around and they just ram you over or just shoot you to death, and they're right close up to you and you kind of can't hijack them. So it's kind of annoying in that regard right there. So I think it'll make lives a lot easier, especially even for the newer players, less frustrating for everyone if you can just hijack it. It won't even make to Warzone round where you're on even that much easier. It's just less pain in the ass overall. So I think that would be very useful. Okay, these elites, they just have too much health. Nice flank there, teammate. Come on, you fucking bitch. There you go, he's down. I need to get some ammo, of course. Calls nothing. And oh yeah, the objective is jackals. I wasn't really paying attention, but here's some jackals, killing a few right there. But I do like the I really do like the objectives in Warzone and the amount of them there are in randomization. It really makes each Warzone map unpredictable, and I like it. I like it when each Warzone map can each Warzone map of Firefight can differ from time to time. It's not always the same thing, because in Firefight and Halo Reach matchmaking, I found it a bit repetitive, and I didn't really play Halo Reach matchmaking much at all, to be honest there. But this, I really do like the random factor in this. And yeah, this video is just me getting some constructive criticism. There's a lot of things I do like about Warzone Firefight, so chances are if I don't hear me criticize anything, some part of Firefight, it obviously means I like that section of Firefight. And there's a lot of things I do like of Firefight. I think it's really fun, and me personally, I really enjoy it. I play it a lot actually still in Halo 5. I play Arena and Warzone more than Firefight, but I do go in Firefight maybe like 3 times whenever I hop onto Halo 5, or twice, whatever. It is a fun mode overall to just relax and kill some PvE enemies, like this little shit there. There he goes, been eradicated. So yeah, moving on to the next problem, we're gonna have some newer players. So Warzone Firefight, the difficulty's been amped up since the beta, and it was quite easy in the beta. Even like new recruits could sort of like help out a bit if they had a tank or so, easily clear up some of the rounds. And but now the difficulty has been increased heavily, so it's kind of hard for these new players to actually compete in Warzone Firefight or be of any use, because to actually defeat Warzone Firefight, win round 5, you need to have people with vehicles. Of course, because the wreck weapons aren't even that powerful for round 5, it's pretty much useless for round 5 encounters. So yeah, we need to kill some soldiers here. I'm gonna kill our little bastards. Oh, god damn it. I'm not gonna challenge that because we got a lot of them. Good. Just smash them up. So yeah, for the newer players, I think when you hop onto Warzone Firefight, for the newer players, I think they should be granted the game should be programmed so it can grant them maybe 2-3 wreck weapons of whatever random wreck weapons of the rare rarity, and the maybe a legendary weapon for them to use in Warzone Firefight match. Not for them to keep permanently, just one wreck item for them to use of each weapon. Well, not each weapon, maybe 2 weapons they can use in a match, and maybe 3 records of some vehicles like rare vehicles or ultra rare vehicle, and maybe 1 legendary vehicle, so they can actually help out a bit. Well, maybe not legendary vehicle, but ultra rare and some rare vehicle cards, so they can actually help out a bit and actually enjoy the modes, because I don't think recruits can enjoy it that much when they go like an assault rifle only or a gun goose to play around with. It's not really that fun for them, to be honest, and they can't really do that much for a team. So yeah, I'm gonna concentrate a little bit, kill some soldiers. So yeah, I think they need to have some few cards, like I just said, a few free cards of recruits to use in a match, so they can actually help out, so they don't just sit around and do nothing. So watch out. God, oh, look at these campers. This is dirty. Oh, teammate almost pushed me and I almost died then. Oh, I'm dead. These guys flanked us, so there's a lot of them around that armory camping like little cowards. And I can call in a vehicle if I want to. I might just call in a vehicle. Vehicle's a way to handle this. And I usually pull on Wheelman, because the Wheelman mod is now my favorite to get the increased radar range. I love it for vehicles. It basically makes vehicles much better in health, and you can get away with more dangerous operations, which is what I like to do. I like to do risky things, but when you take the risks, you can get rewarded heavily if the risks pan out well. So that's the way. So I kind of like that playstyle. So the wheelman is something for me. Look at that camper, you dirty thing. Alright, stay there. There you go. He's dead. Little retarded AI there, did nothing for himself. We go. Oh, look at that. We got a little squadron of gay boys up there. Someone called it a wasp. The wasp, by the way, not really effective in round 5. It's gonna get shredded. Whoa, I ran out of DMR. I'm ready. Alright, so we can talk about the next point now. So I think the next kind of thing that needs to be tuned down a bit is the range or the aimbot of some of the AI enemy. Because if you're in round 5 or high difficulty round, and you have a lot of like knights or enemies surrounding the boss, and you kind of need to fight them or worry about them at least to kind of deal with a boss and not get wrecked by the guys with the incineration cannons. So when I played, for example, Sanctum, you had quite a lot of knights with incineration cannons, especially with the Mythic Warden round in round 5, and it is actually really difficult, especially having knights. So there's going to be like a lot of knight battle wagons, normal knights of incineration cannons, and they have a ridiculous range of them. And the incineration cannons they're going to have a little bit of a homing shot to them, so they're going to be tracking something that is not so fast like a Scorpion tank really easily. Even a Banshee, they can track down a Banshee quite easily. Alright, it's this round. I'm gonna be calling myself in a little Scorpion. Let's see, I'll be using the Woodland Scorpion. Make it suit to this little environment right here. I'm gonna be dealing with 4 knights. So yeah, as I said, the aimbot, or the range at least, of some of these AIs need to be tuned down, because they can pretty much shoot you the incineration cannons across the map quite easily, and it's quite ridiculous. So by the time your tank gets in close to Warden, you're gonna be ready in fire sometimes if you're that unlucky. So it kind of sucks there. I think they need to tune down the range of some of the knights, or at least decrease the number of knights holding incineration cannons. I think one of those two should do. So yeah, I'm gonna go and take my tank to the right side and just climb up a little ramp, take the suckers out from there. Whew. So yeah, I've been rambling on quite a bit, addressing a few problems. Those some of the problems. Some of you might have different problems, but we all have different problems with different things. But these are the main problems which I think should be solved in some way or another. But yeah, we do have the next update coming in, I don't know, maybe end of August or start of September. They're gonna reveal the next update really soon. Actually, I think this Saturday we'll know for sure the name of the update. So I'm kind of looking forward to that. Because of a community update, obviously. So this guy's gonna go down. You little knight boss. Boom! There he goes. That's one sucker out of the way. One ugly fuck. This guy's focused on me. I don't like that. Focus on your spawn behind you, please. Point some damage on me, you little shit. But yeah, I liked the previous change to Warzone Firefight. Definitely fixed some of the ridiculous round objectives and what you had to do some rounds, and some rounds didn't deserve to be like round 3, for example. For example, I think there was a urban objective where you had to kill Banshee Raiders in round 3, and no one exactly would have the wreck items required to kill them. You had to pretty much deal with them using your battle rifles and stuff, and that was physically impossible for the most part, and I didn't like it. But yeah, they moved it round 4, which was very good, and hopefully they do a few more stuff like that, a few more significant changes. But yeah, I'm missing currently. I'm not really concentrating on much because of mythic enemies here. Yeah, screw you. See, this is a ridiculous hell for some of the guys here. I fired a full shot of the Scorpion tank, hit that fucker over there, and he survived. He's dead now. There you go. Alright, this is a problem. This is the problem. This is a problem. We're gonna retreat. I am gonna have to go on the other side. My tank is toast. I want that fuck dead, boys. We're moving in. I'm just gonna do some normal commentary. Till the end of this, I'm kind of done talking about Firefight. I addressed some of the main points. Hope you guys agree with them. Hope you guys found this video somewhat entertaining. Oh, hello there. Choke on this, you fat. Oh no, he's not really fat, but phew, I'm dead. R.I.P. R.I.P. I'll let the other guys do some of the work. They can take him out. I mean, we're gonna win, I think, unless some stupid thing happens. There you go. I mean, there's one tank's doing so, and I don't see any other spawns. I think we're all dead, are we? No. We need people attacking a guy. Come on, boys. I don't think it's worth calling a vehicle. I don't know. I think we can. We can clutch it. It depends on what the players are doing. I'm gonna assist the tank a bit. I know the DMR doesn't do that much, but it's better than doing nothing. Oh shit! Well, that was hardcore aimbot. Anyway, take him out. We can do it. I saw a Wasp or a Banshee in here. I'm not sure, but the tank can take him out by himself. Even we need the players. I saw some players camping in the or sitting by the fortress, just taking out normal guys. Oh no, we need him dead. It's gonna be close. Oh, we got this. We got this. Nice. Someone just fired the Wasp. It's helping. We got him. Victory. Everyone's happy. Nice. I didn't come up on top, but I did pretty well regardless. Could have done better if I wanted to, but I was busy focusing on the topics at hand. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys in next time. Peace.